Good evening, friends. This is the Grand Duke Dmitri Diary series. We're covering 1921. It's here in our time in 2025. It's the 1st of March as I'm making this. And I'm indoors. I did the last two videos outside, but I got home late this evening. So, so I'm doing it indoors, even though it was a nice warm day. So I can tell you, in my opinion, we have really hit the jackpot because I've started reading. You understand that I've read through the diary entries completely, but there are parts of it that I haven't yet translated and therefore haven't reread for, in fact, many years. Rather shameful, I know, but as I've started doing these videos, I've decided not to read very far ahead because I'm really enjoying this process of things unfolding. But I now have read a little bit ahead for the long diary entry that kind of sums this whole trip up, this whole journey, you could even call it, that Dmitri took with Coco. And like I said, in my opinion, we've really hit the jackpot because these previous diary entries, as you know, have been very short on detail, very short on affect. And in fact, I've gone back and forth as to what kind of mood Dmitri was in. Sometimes it's really obvious, sometimes not so much. But one good indicator, pretty solid, is that the more terse he is, the less description and emotion he puts into his diaries, the more depressed he is. And I see that that he confirms in the long diary entry that he was still struggling. That was the whole reason that they decided to go to the Riviera in the first place. And so maybe that explains some of, I've been teasing the two of them and referring to them as the elderly couple because of this very kind of dull routine that they have every day. But I'm sure that explains part of it. But anyway, when I say we've hit the jackpot, I mean that in this long diary entry, he's going to talk about really not only about his own feelings about the whole situation, but about Coco and what kind of person she is as he perceives her, and what he likes about her and all those kinds of things. So that will really be great after this period of not getting much out of him overall. So we're up to the last of these short diary entries. This one is for the 31st of March, 1921. It's a Thursday in Monte Carlo at the Riviera Palace Hotel. As for the recap for the diary entries of the 29th and 30th March, nothing much going on, really, just the usual, playing golf in the morning, taking the afternoon drive, so on and so forth. The dog shopping was unsuccessful. For what reason, Dmitri doesn't tell us. Maybe later on, maybe he had something specific in mind. Like when he was in London, he really wanted a chow, and they were popular dogs at that time. So I don't know. Anyway, the cast for today's short diary entry is just Dmitri's pro, his golf instructor. So here we go. I went golfing in the morning. I played much better than before. Without a doubt, the lessons with my friend, the pro, are helping me. I returned around 1 o'clock, took a bath, and then Coco and I went to La Turbie for lunch. There is, on the hill, a little inn where they fed us very well. Afterwards, we went for a drive along the middle Corniche. It was a completely new road for me and very pretty. We had tea at Orest in Monte Carlo and then went to the casino. I won quite a lot. We returned to Orest for dinner and then went straight home and went to bed early once again. I don't know. Maybe it was a full-on orgy up in their adjoining rooms, but I tend to think not. I think when he says they went to bed early, they really went to bed early in their separate rooms, because when he in the past has spent the night with a woman and, you know, engaged all night in physical activity, he's always made that clear. He's always said, we went to bed early, but we didn't sleep. I didn't actually make it to my bed until 6 in the morning. So that's usually his way, pretty explicitly, of saying that, yes, they went to bed, but it wasn't sleep that they were after. Okay, so he's been winning all this money. Wow, I'm sure that's relieved some of his tension. All right, La Turbie. I thought this one, you know, it's showing a little bit more romantic than some of the others, a little more romance. They go to this little inn in La Turbie. And La Turbie, I had to look up. I'd never heard of it. It's a little, you know, picturesque community that is known for a few things. One is for the Roman ruins that are there, that are magnificent. If you get a chance to look at pictures of those online, or indeed to go to La Turbie, yeah, go and have a look. It's spelled, Turbie is Turbie, and it's not far at all from Monte Carlo. And the other thing it's known for is motorsport. So there's a mountain track, a mountain road that is used for motorsport. I suppose it still is. I don't know. For a while it was banned because there were so many deaths on that road that they banned it, but it was such a popular thing that they had to allow it to start up again. I know that Princess Grace was killed in a car accident not far from La Turbie. And when Dmitri refers to the middle corniche that they drove along in French, that would be Moyen Corniche. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but meaning the middle corniche. And what is a corniche? Well, I had to look that up. I had no clue. And apparently it is a road cut into a mountainside or hillside or cliffside or whatever you want to call it. So, you know, it could be dangerous for sure. All right, so yeah, after that, they just go and do the usual, and yeah, that's about it. Really no more to be said, but I'm excited about the next video, so I hope you'll come back for that. Bye.